Say shalom, shalom, shalom. Nice book. See it here. It's a good book. Let me push an Israelite. Push an Israelite book. See, it's an Israelite book. Kwame Yasharla, Rudolph Windsor. All right, this is a good book. Just push it out there. All right, to let you know we don't just use Edomite books. We use our own historians, our black historian, our Hebrew Israelites. So it's a very well good book by Rudolph Windsor. All right, Babylon to Timbuktu. I might use some from here. The Spirit moved me. All right, but he brought something here that's very important too. And I never read it, but when I just opened the book a few minutes ago, I saw something that like, man, it caught my attention. All right, but I'm gonna get back to it. But let me see if I can find the page real quick. I'd like to say shalom to all Israel. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom to Wab, Ashar Shabbat, Shalom, Ashar Pasak. All right, the Passover. We have the Passover. What's beautiful. I'd like to say to water, all praises to the Most High, to everyone that contributed and helped as far as their donations, their time, their effort, and for everyone that participated and helped out to make it a successful Passover. I like to give a shout out to everybody. All praises to the Most High, to the brothers as well as to the sisters, to water, to everybody for their contributions. And it was beautiful. All praises to the Most High. Even though two of our brothers was not there, Karadazar Allah and Karadazar Akkad, they're in the spiritual realm. I know they were probably watching, looking, but like Karadazar Akkad, this would have been his 29th year. And he hasn't been to this Passover. For all the 29 years that he was with us, he kept all the Passover, him and Karadazar Allah. But this time he wasn't here, but we'll see him again. Kwame Yashar to those two brothers, Karadazar Allah, great brother, and Karadazar Akkad. All right, to our brothers, our comrade. All right, may they rest in peace. Shabbat Shalom. All right, but I just want to read something real quick in here that I just saw. And I had this book, but it's not my book, but I had this book for years. But I never really read this particular page in the book, but I just saw it. It just caught my attention right here. And this is something that I brought up in my classes years ago before I read this. All right, let me feel. Damn, I should mark the page. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's 1 second. Yeah. All right, it's on page from Babylon to Timbuktu. It's on page 63. Yep, I just want to read this here. And even before I read this here, I brought this up. Okay, it's actually on page 62. It says, many scholars think that the Hyksos were in power in Egypt when the ancient Hebrews came down to live and to purchase corn. Yes, that's a fact. The Hyksos were ruling Egypt when we came into Egypt. All right? This would mean that the Hebrews migrated to Egypt between 1788 and 1580. The Hyksos were hospitable to the Hebrews because they were aliens themselves, meaning they were foreigners to Egypt. All right? Because the Egyptians call them foreign rulers. All right? Or shepherd kings. They were foreign to Egypt. Then they took over Egypt. All right, it says it was one of the Hyksos pharaohs who elevated Joseph. See that? The wise Hebrew to the position of viceroy of Egypt. Because of this, Joseph saved Egypt from starvation. In the process of time, the Egyptians from the city of Thebes, Upper Egypt, waged wars of liberation against the Hyksos. The new powerful native Egyptian leader advocated an ardent nationalist policy to regain control of the government. As a result, the Hyksos were expelled from Egypt. You understand? So that's why the Hyksos was able to put Joseph and our forefathers in the land of Goshen. And that's why Joseph told them, when you come into Egypt and the Pharaoh asks you what's your occupation, tell them that you're shepherds, because the Hyksos were shepherds themselves. And the Egyptians did not like shepherds. It was an abomination to the Egyptians. All right? It says the new kingdom or new empire, which was the 18th dynasty. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass, when they fall for any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Much proof points to the fact that the new Pharaoh who ascended the throne was Ammuz the first, just like I taught in my classes. Ammuz was that Pharaoh. And then his son Amenhotep the first took over. Ammuz was a ruler that kicked out the Hyksos. All right? The first king of the brilliant 18th dynasty, 1580 to 1557 BC. He reestablished the government at Thebes, expelled the Hyksos, and instituted something like a fascist form of government. This government was an autocratic nationalist regime, exercising regimentation of industry, rigid censorship, and forcible suppression of opposition. The period of this nationalist dynasty marked a turning point in the fortunes of the Hebrews. They were once well thought of by the overthrown Hyksos kings. Now they lost their favorite status, and their previous contributions to the nations were ignored. Their freedom of movement was restricted. Male genocide was decreed, and gradually the Hebrews were reduced to slavery under the true native Egyptians, beginning with Ammuz down to his son that took over, Amenhotep the first. And I brought this up in my classes that I taught, even before I found this information in this book here. And Caleb just gave me the book. Let me just open the book. And as soon as I read it, I said, wow, it's right here. So it was the Spirit of the Most High that showed me that before I even saw this in this book right here. And when you go back to my previous tape, you saw what I showed you. I taught that. You understand? That was the Spirit of the Most High that showed me that. And that's why I brought it out to teach that we did not spend 400 years as slaves in Egypt or 430 years as slaves in Egypt. All right? But that's all praises to the Most High. That goes to the Most High. That glory goes to the Most High. And that wisdom came from him, that he gave me that understanding to share to the people. All right? So, but when you go back to my tapes that I had, the 400 years breakdown, I explained that, and various tapes I showed you that it was the Hyksos that was in rulership when Joseph came down to Egypt. And the last of the Hyksos were expelled by Ammuz. He expelled the Hyksos out of Egypt. And then that Pharaoh from Upper Egypt, which is Thebes, came into power, and he took over all of Egypt, Middle Egypt, Upper Egypt, and Lower Egypt. And he expelled the Hyksos, right? So the Hyksos were still in power, even when Joseph died. They were still in power, all right? So with that was just a little tidbit on that. But my subject today is still dealing with Egypt and going back to the gods of Egypt, the continuation of how the Most High plagued the gods of Egypt. Understand? And a lot of people might take offense to it that the Most High destroyed and he killed Egyptians. How could your God kill Africans? Listen, the Most High going to kill and destroy a lot of people. You understand? Not only Africans, he's going to kill Edomites. All right? To make it seem simple, white people. Yeah, he's going to destroy them. He's going to destroy a lot of our people too. Okay? He's going to destroy a whole lot of nations to get this thing right. Okay? The Most High is a true judge, and what he does is right. I don't give a damn who the Most High kill and destroy. That's his business. That's his job. The Most High said, vengeance is mine, and I will repay. So when the Most High brings his vengeance, I have nothing to say with that but just fall in line. Okay? Because whatever the Most High does, he is just. Ain't a damn person could say, oh, why he killed Africans, why he did that. The Most High know why he brought his judgment. And who don't like it, kick rocks and kick it barefooted. Okay? That's all I got to say to you. Take off your shoes and kick the rock. And stump your big toe too while you're doing it. All right? So, let me get in my class before I get heated, because I get real heated fast. You know what I mean? I love this. I love the Most High business. You understand? And I love when the Most High bring his judgment, because a lot of people take the Most High for a joke, and what he's saying is not true. And a lot of people got a lot of things to say and talk about, but the Most High words is going to stand. Okay? His words going to stand. What he said is going to come to pass. I don't care who don't like it, who approve of it, who have an opinion about it, who gets mad, scratch your butt and get mad. Okay? I don't care. I don't care. The Most High is going to do what he has to do. And he's going to bring it into effect. And he's going to show our people too. Because a lot of people, some of our people have that atheistic mindset too. I don't know if there's a God. Nobody knows if there's a God. But when all hell comes in you, oh my God, God help me.
All the time.
Don't call his name. Don't call his name. All right? Just bear your punishment. Don't call his name. You understand? But like the scripture said, man, every tongue is going to confess and every knee is going to bow, man. They're going to answer up. They're going to fess up. So let me go into my class. All right? And Zechariah, you're going to read for me, brother, and you're going to put your spirit into it. We want the people to feel your passion when you bring out these words, man. Right? We want your spirit to emanate. You understand? Because the Most High said his word is like fire. Okay? He said it's like a hammer that breaks in pieces, man. Okay? And when Jeremiah was doing the Most High work, he said the Most High word was like fire in him.
I know that's right.
Okay? The Most High word is supposed to ignite you. It's supposed to put fire in you. You're supposed to feel that fire burning up in you. And when you unleash it, it just burns, tear up everything, man. You understand? Because the Most High is fire. Okay? And now you know our body is fire too. All right? The body temperature is what?
I've got the
98% heat.
Yeah, what?
Okay? That's the natural fire in us. Okay? That's right, the spirit. That spirit is a burning energy. All right? Because the Most High said he's a what? A consuming fire. Let's go to that real quick, man. Let me start off with the Most High, because the Most High is fire, man. You know what I mean? When I hear the Most High is fire, that generates me, man. All right? Let's go to Hebrews. Most High said he's a consuming fire. Hebrews 12 and 29. Most High said he's a consuming fire, man.
You know that book of
Hebrews 12, 29.
29? Mm-hmm. We're in the book of Hebrews chapter 12, verse 29. For our God is a consuming fire.
No, we're going to say the Most High. The Most High, okay? We're going to say the Most High. God is for the other nations and they false gods. The Most High. The Most High. Right? Let's go read again.
For our power, the Most High is a consuming fire.
He's a consuming fire. That's his being. Okay? Fire. Okay? And when the angels come too, they come as what? Fire. All right? Let's go to that real quick. Hebrews 1. All right? The angels go up here as ministers of fire.
Read the book of Hebrews chapter 1.
Okay, Hebrews chapter 1. And read material right here. 1 second. Hebrews 1 and 7, right? Right. Okay, read that. Right. To water.
Read the book of Hebrews chapter 1.
You know what? I tell you what. Start from the first verse. Let's read the first verse. Let's work into it. Yeah. All right.
Reading out of the book of Hebrews, chapter 1, verse 7. The Most High, who at sundry times, and in divers manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
So that's how the Most High communicated with us, through the prophets. In sundry times he spoke with us through the mouth of the prophets. All right? But the Most High is not doing that to us today now. So how is the Most High speaking to us, and how is he informing us? Let's find out. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 2. Hath in these days, these last days, spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds,
Go ahead.
who beginning the brightness
No, who
of his
being?
glory.
Who being?
Yeah, who being the brightness of his glory, and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by the word of his power, when he had by himself purged our sins, sat down on the right hand of the majesty on high.
So that's where Yahweh is seated, on the majesty of the right hand side of the Most High. So that's showing you that he is not the Most High, but he is the Son of the Most High. He's seated on the right hand side of the majesty on high. Okay, just like when Yahweh went to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane, he didn't go to pray to himself. Who did he went to pray to? The Most High. Okay, go ahead.
Being made so much better than the angels, as he had by inheritance obtained a more excellent name than they. For unto which of the angels said he at any time, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. And again, I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son.
And that's what he was saying to Yahweh. Okay? And that was witnessed amongst the disciples when the dove ascended, and he ascended upon him and said, This is my beloved son. He was letting the disciples know, this is the man. Okay, go ahead.
And again, when he bringeth in the first begotten into the world, he saith, And let all the angels of power worship him. And of the angels, he said, who maketh his angels spirits, and his ministers a flame of fire.
So you see that? And of the angels he saith, who maketh his angels spirits, all right?
Yes,
and his ministers a flame of fire. So the angels could appear as spirits, they could appear in human form, and they could appear as a flame of fire. Okay? Just like when they appeared to Moses in the burning bush. That was a prime example. Okay? All right. So, let's go into our class. Let's go to the book of Exodus. We left off at, we was going to the next god of Egypt, which is Isis. So let's go to the book of Exodus, the 9th chapter. Exodus, the 9th chapter. And everybody know about Isis. She's well known in Egypt. The female deity of Egypt, Isis. All right? But then you have Egyptologists that try to make the name Israel into 3 different names. Isis, Ra, and El. Okay? 3 gods of Egypt. No. Israel doesn't mean that. Israel in the Hebrew definition is what? Yah, Shur, and Allah. He is the prince of the power. That's our name. Our name is not Isis, Ra, and El. Leave that for Egypt. Okay? Our name is Yashar Allah. He is prince of the power. Okay? And that Yah represents the Most High name. Okay? So let's go to the book of Exodus, the 9th chapter. Exodus 9. And I'll tell you what, should we begin at the first? Let's start from the first verse. Exodus 9 and 1.
Read the book of Exodus chapter 9, verse 1. Then the Lord said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, and tell him, Thus said the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me.
All right. So Moses went and told the
Sound like somebody's
Pharaoh,
happy.
let my people go. So when Moses went in, he was letting Pharaoh know what the Most High instructed him. Listen, man, you got to let my people go. So Moses went in at that mouthpiece of the Most High to tell Pharaoh. But you know, Pharaoh was arrogant, puffed up. God, who's your God? You understand? That's what all the nations do. Even this kingdom here called America. They don't respect the Most High. When they talk about God, they're talking about their white supremacist gods that they created from the Greeks and the Romans. They're not talking about the true power. All right? So go ahead.
Verse 2. For if thou refuse to let them go, and wilt hold them still, behold, the land of the Lord Yahweh is upon the cattle which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain.
Right. So this was the plague against the god Hathor, all right, which was the Egyptian goddess of love and protection, and she's shown with the head of a cow. Okay, and that's in Egypt. That's all on the walls of Egypt, and the Medinetta, the cartouches, all over Egypt. The walls. That's what you see. A goddess with the head of a cow, which is Hathor. Okay, go ahead.
And the Lord Yahweh shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel.
Right, so none of our cattle died. The Most High made a separation. Continue.
And the Lord Yahweh appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow the Most High shall do this thing in the land.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord Yahweh did that thing on the morrow. And all the cattle of Egypt died. But of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one.
So what was the Most High doing here? What was the Most High strategically doing to Egypt? He was doing two things. What was he doing?
I said the first thing he was doing, when he told Moses to tell Pharaoh, that happened, but for the children, we were safe. That meaning that, well, I might have said maybe.
You didn't answer the question. Get
I
straight to the answer.
What's the
Yes.
question again?
He was telling them that their God is garbage.
That's
Right,
right.
that-
That their
that's-
gods are
that's-
nothing.
I know, yeah.
And secondly, he was destroying their economy.
Okay.
Okay? He was destroying their economy. Slowly but surely. Okay? Continue.
Verse 7 said, And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses and unto Aaron, Take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh.
So what he did, he took the ashes and he sprinkled it up to heaven. All right? You ever see LeBron James when he go and play something, he take the powder and do that stuff?
They always do that, yeah. Yes,
You
sir.
understand? So that's what Moses did. He took the ashes and he sprinkled it up to heaven.
No doubt, no doubt.
All right? So that was a sign of the Most High was going to bring his judgment upon Egypt. Okay? Go ahead.
And it shall become, small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beasts throughout all the land of Egypt. And they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beasts.
Mm-hmm.
And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils. For the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians.
Okay. All right. So this was against the god Isis. Okay. Isis represents the Egyptian goddess of medicine, healing, all right, and peace. And the ashes turned to boils and sores because that was Isis' job, to heal the people of diseases and ailments. But Isis couldn't heal the people of those ailments and boils. So that's why the Most High did against those gods. Continue.
Verse 12. And the Lord Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hardened not unto them. He hearkened not unto them, as the Lord Yahweh had spoken unto Moses. And the Most High said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus said the Lord God Yahweh, omnipotent power of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me.
So Moses went to him early in the morning, all right, and told him what the Most High said. Okay, continue. Now he's showing you the Most High was still merciful because the Most High was still giving him a chance to repent and turn from his evil ways. But he still refused. So the Most High said, okay, you refuse to repent and change, I'm going to still bring it to you against you. Continue.
For I, the Most High, will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth.
And everybody's going to find out this very soon. Even this beast that's ruling now, he's going to find out that there is a Most High power, Yahweh. Okay? That his white supremacy democracy is not the Most High. Continue.
For now I, the Most High, will stretch out my hand, and that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence.
See, with pestilence. That's how the Most High smote them, with pestilence. The same way he's going to smite this modern day Egypt again. Continue.
And thou shalt be cut off from the earth, and in very deed for this cause have I, the Most High, raised thee up, for to show in thee my power.
See where the Most High raised up nations and rulers for that same purpose. So his power could be shown in the earth that he is the Most High. That's the reason why he raised up Pharaoh, king of Egypt. The same way that he raised up America to be a superpower in the earth. Because he's going to show his power in the earth one more time again. Continue.
And that my name may be declared throughout all the earth.
Yeah, after this, the Most High's name is going to be declared all throughout the face of the earth. When he's finished with this place called America. Continue.
As yet exaltest thou thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go.
And that's the same thing that Egypt did. America is doing the same thing. Exalting themselves against the Most High and against the people of the Most High. Continue.
Behold, tomorrow, about this time, I, the Most High, will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as hath not been in Egypt, since the foundation thereof even until now.
Right, so the Most High is going to cause a tremendous hail in Egypt that have never been in Egypt. Okay? And he's going to bring a tremendous hail. Go ahead.
Send therefore now and gather thy cattle and all that thou hast in the field, for upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field and shall not be brought home, the hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. He that feared the word of the Lord Yahweh among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses. And he that regarded not the word of the Lord Yahweh left his servants and his cattle in the field. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, Stretch forth thine hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man, and upon beasts, and upon every herb of the field, throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the Lord Yahweh sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran along upon the ground. And the Lord Yahweh rained hail upon the land of Egypt.
All right. And this was against the god Nut, N-U-T. Okay, this was the Egyptian goddess of the sky. She was a sky god. Okay, so the Most High did against that god to show them that your God is nothing. Your God can't stop what I'm bringing against you. All right, continue.
So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt, since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast, and the hail smote every herb of the field, and broke every tree of the field, only in the land of Goshen.
See, so the Most High was destroying the agriculture. He was destroying the livestock. So he was hitting them on all levels. So when that happens, your economy is shot. You can't trade, you can't import, okay? Your agriculture is destroyed, the people can't eat, there's no livestock, okay? So the Most High was hitting them on every level, and every side possible, all right? Go ahead.
Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel was there no hail.
So in the land of Goshen, there wasn't no hail. Okay, and Goshen was situated in the lower part of Egypt, the Nile Delta Valley region. Okay, that's what you call the northern part of Egypt. Now, you gotta remember too, to the Egyptian, the land was set up differently. The part that was facing up north was called the lower parts. The part that was facing downward or southward was called Upper Egypt. Okay, and then you had the Middle Egypt. So the part north that we was situated was called Lower Egypt in the Nile Delta Valley region. That's where the land of Goshen was situated. The best part of the land of Egypt. All right? So when anybody asks you, but where were the Israelites? If you say you were in Egypt, where were you? In the land of Goshen, in the Nile Delta Valley region. And when you go and look it up, it's right there. They can't dispute that. They can't dispute Goshen or the lower part of Egypt. You understand? So that's where we were situated, in the lower part of Egypt, in the Nile Delta Valley region. Okay, continue.
And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said unto them, I, the Most High, have sinned.
Read
Yeah,
again.
Let me start again. And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said unto them, I have sinned this time. The Lord Yahweh is righteous, and I and my people are wicked.
And he knew it. So he's trying to make a plea deal with Moses and Aaron. You understand? Go ahead.
Entreat the Lord Yahweh, for it is enough that there be no more mighty thundering and hail, and I will let you go, and you shall stay no longer.
Now he wasn't saying because it was getting unbearable for him. So he would say anything just so the Most High could stop bringing the plagues. You understand? Continue.
And Moses said unto him, as soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands unto the Lord Yahweh, and the thunder shall cease. Neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know how that the earth is the Lord Yahweh.
Right. The earth belongs to the Most High. It doesn't belong to no rulers of this earth. Talking about my sovereign land. What sovereign land? It belongs to the Most High, but he only gave it to man to use it. Okay, continue.
But as for thee and thy servants, I know that ye will not yet fear the Lord Yahweh omnipotent power.
See, and Moses knew that. Moses said, I know you're not going to fear the Most High. You only saying that so the Most High could stop bringing those plagues. Continue.
And the flax and the barley was smitten.
So these were all a different type of wheat. And you know what is flax used for?
Close.
Right, to make clothes. All right? And the barley was for what? To eat, right. To make bread, porridge, cakes, whatever. And what was barley famous for in Egypt for? For what purpose else too? The Egyptians were famous for something else too, that they used to make a lot too.
Not porridge, not porridge.
Who?
Beer.
Yeah, beer. That's right. The Egyptians were famous for making beer too. And beer is made from barley too. Hops. You understand? So the Egyptians were famous for that, for making beer too, as a famous pastime, drinking beer. That's why white America loved to drink beer too. They got it from the Egyptians. All right? All that came from the Egyptians. Used to drink a lot of beer too, man. Beer is nothing new, man. They tell you in America, oh, we started drinking beers first. Stop it, man. Stop it. There's nothing new under the sun. The Egyptians were doing that back then too. That was one of their famous drink, beers. What was our most famous drink? Wine. That yayan. Wine was our thing. Okay? From the grapes, man. Okay? All right, the fruit of the vine. That's right. Go ahead.
For the barley was in the ear, and the flax was boiled.
See? So that's showing you what time it was. It was in the springtime. That's when the barley comes up, in the springtime. All right? Go ahead.
But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up.
You didn't grow up yet. They come in after the spring. Okay? Go ahead.
And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh and spread abroad his hands unto the Lord Yahweh. And the thunders and the hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunders were ceased, he sinned yet more.
So he went back again, sinning again. Okay, continue.
And hardened his heart, he and his servants.
So he came hardened his heart again. I ain't listening to your God, Moses. I don't care. You people gonna slave and you gonna work for us. And they was cracking their whip on us, man. Continue.
And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened. Neither would he let the children of Israel go, as the Lord Yahweh has spoken by Moses.
Just like here in America. You think they want to let you go in here in America? They tell you all that crap. Go back to Africa where you came from. Go back. But they don't really want us to leave. Because if we leave, what's going to happen? Everything is going downhill for them. It's going down, and they know it. So they talk all that crap, but they don't really want us to leave. Remember, we are the salt of the earth. We bring flavor to anywhere we go in the earth. Right? We're the Most High's jewels, man. Okay? And nations can't survive without us. You understand? Continue.
Verse 10 says,
Read the 10th chapter, yeah. We're going to the next god of Egypt.
And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart, and the heart of his servants, that I the Most High might show these my signs before him, and that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son, and of thy son's son, that things I have wrought in Egypt, and my signs which I the Most High have done among them, that ye may know how that I am the Lord Yahweh.
You see, The Most High wanted to know that he is the Most High. And now, what you got to remember, what the Egyptians did later on in history, under one of their historian named Manetho. Manetho was a Egyptian historian, a priest in the 3rd century BC. And he was the one that characterized Egypt into 33 dynasties. And what he did, he tried to omit the history of the children of Israel being in Egypt and saying it never was. Okay? Because of what the Most High did to Egypt, he tried to omit all that historical facts and records from Egypt. That's why you have a lot of Egyptian scholars and historians each other saying there wasn't no people in Egypt as the Israelites. They try to cover and lie about it because Manetho, this Egyptian historian during the 3rd century BC, wrote books and put it out there to discredit us being in Egypt to what the Most High did. And that's why when you read the Josephus, Josephus was contending with Manetho about his lies that he wrote to disprove the historical facts of the Israelites in Egypt. You understand? So remember that name, Manetho. It's spelled Manetho. Manetho was an Egyptian priest historian in the 3rd century BC. Prior to the Greeks coming into Egypt, he had all the collection of the records and books. Okay? And he tried to omit that history of the Israelites in Egypt and the Most High's judgment against Egypt. Yes. It's Manetho. All right, you could Google him and look him up. Manetho in the 3rd century BC. Okay, so continue.
Verse 3. And Moses and Aaron came in unto Pharaoh and said unto him, Thus said the Lord Yahweh, omnipotent power of the Hebrews, how long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me?
See, so he refused to humble himself. Just like America. America is not going to repent. America is not going to repent. They're going to be arrogant, puffed up, keep that white supremacy mentality until the destruction hits America. Continue.
Let my people go that they may serve me. Else, if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow will I bring the locusts into thy coast.
And you know when locusts come, when the locust comes, man, what do the locusts do? They eat up everything. They don't stop until everything is gone. Okay? And the Most High brought, man, so much locusts, man, it covered the heavens, man. Okay? And it came upon Egypt. What was not destroyed by the hail? The locusts came and eat up everything, all the agricultural crops, man. You understand? And then locusts are something else, man. And there's family to the grasshoppers. All right? Go ahead.
And they shall cover the face of the earth.
See, it covered the face of the earth. Go ahead.
That the one cannot be able to see the earth. And they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you from the hail, and shall eat every tree which groweth for you out of the field.
Okay, and that was against the god Seth. Seth. The god Seth was the Egyptian god of storms and disorder. All right? So the Most High brought those locusts against the god Seth. Okay, continue.
And they shall fill thy houses, and the houses of all thy servants, and the houses of all the Egyptians, which neither thy fathers nor thy fathers have seen, since the day that they were upon the earth until this day. And he turned himself and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servants said unto him, How long shall this man be a snare unto us. Let the men go, that they may serve the Lord Yahweh, their omnipotent power. Knowest thou not yet that Egypt is destroyed?
They saying to him, listen, man, Egypt is destroyed, man. Let these people go, man. Egypt is done. Okay? And you know, once your country is done, your economy is done, it's over. Okay? They said, let them go, man. Egypt is destroyed already. Continue.
Verse 9. No, verse 8, yeah. And Moses and Aaron were brought again unto Pharaoh, and he said unto them, Go, serve the Lord Yahweh, your power, but who are they that shall go?
Right. So, yeah, but your people is not going to go. Continue.
And Moses said, We will go with our young and with our old, with our sons and with our daughters, with our flocks and with our herds, we will go. Will we go? For we must hold a feast unto the Lord Yahweh.
And that feast is the Passover. Okay, go ahead.
And he said unto them, Let the Lord Yahweh be so with you, as I will let you go. And your little ones, look to it, for evil is before you.
Mm-hmm.
Not so. Go now, ye that are men, and serve the Lord Yahweh, for that ye did desire. And they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, Stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt, for the locusts, that they may come up on the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, even all that the hail had left.
So when Moses stretched forth his hand, was he doing it by his power? No, it was by the power of the Most High. But as soon as he reacted to it, the Most High, boom. You understand? So the Most High used Moses as that factor to show Egypt, man, that he was working through Moses. All right? And as soon as Moses stretched forth his hand, the Most High brought those locusts, man. You understand? And that's great power, man. You understand? Yes.
I just want to say, so like you said, great power, because like what you just said, when as Moses was going up, the Most High was with him, the sea was going up when he parted the Red Sea. Just like what you just said, the power. When he said, that's what. So meaning the Most High is accurate.
Right, he's
precise.
accurate. Just like when the Most High told, when Aaron, it was Joshua, it was Aaron and Moses when they was fighting against Amalek, and the Most High told him to hold up the staff, hold up his hand. As long as Moses' hand is up, Israel will prevail. But when his hand went down, Israel started to get their butt whipped, man. So Aaron and Joshua had to hold up his hand. Because listen, if you hold up your hand like this for 5 minutes with a staff, 5 minutes you're going to start to like, whoa, it's going to start to. So he was doing that the whole day until the sun went down. So they had to prop up his hand. You understand? They had to sit down on a rock and prop his hand up, man, to hold his hand up. And when his hand was up, we prevailed. The Most High was kicking butts. Okay? So showing you, when we stay in the path of the Most High will work with us. Once we go against the Most High, he will work against us, man. You understand? And that's why the Most High told Peter, he said, whatsoever thou bound in heaven and earth, it shall be agreed upon. That's power. That's power when you can command something, man. Okay? And that power is going to come back very soon. Okay? Continue.
And Moses said, We will go with our young and with our old, with our sons and with our daughters, with our flocks and with our herds will we go.
What verse you're in?
Verse 9.
Okay. No.
Oh, I'm plugging. Right.
No, you in the
14 or 13? It's 14, right? Well, my bad. So I want I'm reading. 13, right? Okay, 13. Tawada. Verse 13. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord Yahweh brought an east wind up on the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. And the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt and rested in all the coasts of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them there were no such locusts as they, neither after them shall be such.
Right. And it wasn't nothing like that in all of Egypt since that time or after. Okay, go ahead.
For they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened.
See, it was so much locust, the land was darkened. It blacked out the sun. Okay, go ahead.
And they did eat every herb of the land, and all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left. And there remained not any green thing in the trees, or in the herbs of the field, through all the land of Egypt.
So the birds couldn't eat, the cattle couldn't eat, nothing couldn't eat. All right, the trees empty. That means it got hotter, no oxygen. Okay, the Most High know how to torture you when the time is right. Okay, that's why the Most High is the king of terrors. He know to get back at you. Okay, go ahead.
Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron in haste.
Yeah, he had to call for them. He called for them in haste. Moses, come here. Moses, where are you? Because the people is being, what you call being short, breath, no air to breathe. Remember, it's hot in Egypt. So the tree's not giving off no oxygen. Okay? It's parched, hot heat. And you know they're crying out, man. Okay? Go ahead. No shade trees, no place to go and shelter. Okay? That desert heat. All right? Go ahead.
And he said, I have sinned against thee. I have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, omnipotent power against you and against you. 17. Now therefore forgive, I pray thee, my sin only this once, and entreat the Lord Yahweh, your power, that he may take away from me this death only. And he went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord Yahweh. And the Lord Yahweh turned a mighty strong west wind, which took away the locusts and cast them into the Red Sea.
See, and cast them into the Red Sea. So the Most High brought first an east wind to bring it in. Then he brought the west wind to take it back and cast it into the Red Sea. All right? Go ahead.
There remained not one locust in all the coast of Egypt. But the Lord Yahweh hearkened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt.
Even darkness which may be felt. The Most High shut it down. Okay? And that was against the God of Ra. Amen Ra. Okay? He was the God, the sun God. He was the sun God. So the Most High said, okay, you the God of the sun, bring sunlight in Egypt when I'm finished with you now. For those 3 days, let me see what Ra is going to do. And you can imagine they're calling, Ra! Ra! Where are you? Calling out for Ra. And he was in nowhere to be found. Because the Most High brought that darkness for 3 days in the land of Egypt. 3 days. And you know it's embarrassing to them. Ra can't help them, man. Ra probably was sleeping. He went on a vacation or something, man. He went on a far journey somewhere, man. Like Elijah made mockery of them too. Or the gods of Baal. Elijah said maybe a god is asleep. Maybe he's on a long journey or somewhere. Elijah was making mockery of them. And that's what the Most High did. Most High said, call Ra. Call upon Ra. And Ra wasn't nowhere to be found. Okay, go ahead.
And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days.
3 days, man. Okay, go ahead.
They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwelling.
That must have really bugged them out, man, to see that. The whole land is dark, but over in Goshen there's light. That must be a serious sight to look at, man. Ra, what the hell are you doing, Ra? Where are you? You understand? That really cuts your pride, man. That cuts your ego, man. You understand? And the Most High probably were laughing at them too, man. Because when you read the Apocrypha, the Most High was just having a good time tormenting them, man. You understand? So the Most High does what he does for a righteous reason. A lot of people might disagree with that. Oh, your God is unjust. He's a tyrant. No, the Most High is not a tyrant. The Most High is a loving power. He's truth. He's righteous. And he only brings his judgment when you go against him and against his people. You understand? Once you mess with the Most High people, you messing with the Most High. And you're going to pay a price. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 23. They saw not one another. No, 24. 24, you pardon me. And Pharaoh called unto Moses and said, Go ye, serve the Lord Yahweh, only let your flocks and your herds be stayed. Let your little ones also go with you. And Moses said, Thou must give us all sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice unto the Lord Yahweh, our omnipotent power. Our cattle also shall go with us. There shall not an hoof be left behind. For therefore must we take to serve the Lord Yahweh, our power, and we know not with what we must serve the Lord Yahweh until we come thither. But the Lord Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go.
And he still won't let us go. Okay? And the Most High going to bring one last more final plague. That's going to change his whole mindset. It's going to mess up his whole psyche, his whole emotional. It's going to mess him up for the rest of his life. Yes.
You know, when you read verse 26 and it said, Our cattle also shall go with us. There shall not an hoof left behind. He's taken
everything. The youngest, the youngest, everything. Those are not even born yet. Everything is going with us. Ain't nothing staying back in Egypt.
one piece.
Yes.
I just want to read this quick precept right here, saying, and read out the book of Exodus chapter 5, verse 2. And Pharaoh said, Who is this Lord Yahweh that I shall obey his voice?
Right. And that's what all nations do, man. Okay, go ahead.
To let Israel go.
To let Israel go. Who's your power that I should listen to? Go ahead.
I know not the Lord.
See, that's what he said. I don't know your God. I don't know your power. I don't know this Most High you talking about. Go ahead.
Neither will I let Israel go. And they said, the power of the Hebrews have met with us. Let us go, we pray thee, 3 days' journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto the Lord Yahweh omnipotent power, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword.
All right. So, but it's the same thing. All nations did the same thing. And America is going to do the same thing. But the Most High have something for them that's coming real nice, man. Okay, and we're going to show you that too. The Most High got something for them that he's going to unleash on their behinds, man. Okay, go ahead.
Go back to, which one I was at?
Yeah.
All right, verse, 20, yeah, I'm at 20, 27. No, it's 28. I read 27. 28, verse 28. And Pharaoh said unto him, Get ye from me, take heed to thyself, see my face no more. For in that day thou seest my face, thou shalt die.
Oh, now he talking trash against Moses now. He said, I'm going to kill you, Moses. You come back to me, I'm going to kill you. And that was a threat. So when he made that threat, Moses said, oh yeah? Okay, we're going to see about this now. Okay? That was a bold-faced threat he told Moses right there. All right, go ahead.
And Moses said, thou hast spoken well. I will see thy face again no more.
He said, okay, you said it. I ain't going to see your face no more. Okay? Go ahead, read the 11th chapter.
Read that book of Exodus chapter 11th chapter, verse 1. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterwards, he will let you go hence. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether.
Yeah, well, when he do it, he's going to really let you go. Okay, go ahead.
Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold.
We're taking everything. Okay, go ahead.
And the Lord Yahweh gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. And Moses said, thus said the Lord Yahweh, about midnight will I, the Most High, go out into the midst of Egypt.
So the Most High said, about midnight, I will go out into the midst of Egypt. Okay, go ahead.
And all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die.
That's a hell of a decree, man. Okay? And he said, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die. Go ahead.
From the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill.
Even the servants. Okay? The servants, their firstborn is going to die too. Okay? Go ahead.
And all the firstborn of beasts.
And why? Now, stop for a minute now. And let's think. Why did the Most High do this to Pharaoh? Why did he bring the death of all the firstborn of Egypt?
I believe it represents Yahweh on the Passover time.
That too. And what else?
Of course, you're going to correct me. I know that Israel is his firstborn. But now I'm going to stop there now because I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Anybody else want to take a try?
What's the question again?
Why did the Most High kill all the firstborn in Egypt?
Yeah.
Because when with Israel, I know the Most High says the firstborn, whatever comes out of the matrix, are mine.
That's right. That's true.
I believe he did that to Egypt to show them that, first of all, he's all powerful, and your gods mean nothing, as well as the fact that you don't belong to them.
That's right. That's right. And what else?
I would believe that before Moses was born, during that time, Pharaoh killed all of them.
That's it. That's it. You hit it. That's it.
Say it again.
That's it.
I ain't hear.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. You're right.
That's it.
That's the reason. That's the main reason why.
All of them firstborn.
I didn't hear.
Because
You said it, I
Pharaoh
didn't hear.
was killing all the firstborn of Israel in Egypt.
He wanted to kill Moses.
He wanted to kill Moses because he knew Moses was going to be the deliverer in Egypt. So he was looking for all the firstborn male child to destroy. So the Most High said, yeah. Remember the Most High said, vengeance is mine. I will repay. So the Most High said, I will get you back in your what? Third and fourth generation. Nobody escapes, man. You understand? And the Most High said, when the time is right, I'm going to get you. And he said, Moses, don't worry. Tell Pharaoh, I'm going to kill everything in Egypt of the firstborn. Okay? And and the Most High got to them. That's why sometimes when you put out a certain decree, be careful what you say. Be careful what you say. Remember the Most High said, life and death are in the power of the tongue, man. Okay? So you have to be careful, man. Because what he was saying was bringing a curse upon him and his entire nation, man, by saying that, Moses, you coming from I'll kill you. Moses said, oh yeah? Okay. And the Most High said, go back and tell that Pharaoh. Tell him what I say. Okay? And when that happened, man, that hit home hard, man. It hit home hard, man. That took away his whole spirit. It took everything from him, man. When that happened, he said, get the hell out of Egypt, man. Go! No, that was it, man. And like Yehoiada said, when his wife told him about his son, what he said, Yehoiada, about his son? Yehoiada. Remember in the movie The Ten Commandments when his son, and his wife brought his son to him? And yeah. What he said?
She said about the stone god that he put his son on.
Yeah.
He said, does he hear you? He's only a piece of stone with the head of a bird.
That hurted them, man. That hurt them deep, man. Yeah.
Who is that God that the bird head and the body? Is that Ra?
Yeah, that was Ra. Yeah, the sun god Ra. Yeah, man, that hit them hard, man. When that happened, that was the final blow, man. That was the final straw that broke the camel's back, man. You understand? Because they believe in their firstborn in next to rule in Egypt. You understand? Because remember, Egypt was based off of dynasties, and every dynasty was based off of family rulership. So your sons was the next in line to rule that next dynasty when you departed. You understand? And when that didn't happen, man, that hit them hard, man. Yes.
Did you think that he hardened Moses' heart, Pharaoh's heart, knowing the Most High knew it would come to that?
Yeah. The Most High played out the drama. The Most High made the drama. The Most High said, you want drama, Pharaoh? I'll give you drama. You understand? The Most High will play chess moves with him. Chess moves, man. All right? Yes.
I just say right quick, in the movie, even in the middle part, when he first started sending the plagues, remember that scene? I don't know if it was Ramesses, the one, he was getting ready to die. He said, let the children of Israel go, please. Then he died.
Yep.
And then back to what, at the end of the movie.
Right. The death angel. So remember, this was the 18th dynasty of Egypt. Okay, this dynasty was one of the greatest dynasties in Egypt at that particular time, the most prosperous dynasty, because we were in that dynasty. Okay, and they were prosperous. But when we left and the Most High finished with them, Egypt was on its way out. It was done for Egypt.
And that's when they got conquered by.
The different Ethiopians conquerors came in and started conquering it. Okay, and then like I said, you had Ethiopian conquerors, Tahaka. Okay, and then after the Assyrians started coming in conquering, then the Persians and so forth. So Egypt from that point was going downwards. And it finally hit rock bottom when the Greeks came in and took it over. That was it. It was over then. That was it for Egypt. Okay, but they had a long reign. They had a long reign for almost 3,000 years. It was one of the greatest dynasties and rulership in the earth at that time. Yes.
The 18th dynasty was like the last, true Egyptian dynasty.
No, you still had Egyptian dynasty after that. But that's when they took it back over because the H.O.D.C was ruling prior to that. So they came in and they took it back over because they were tired of the H.O.D.C ruling in Egypt. So when they took it back over, they figured they could make it great all over again. You understand? But you still had Egyptian rulers still after that. You understand? Yes.
But during the H.O.D.C times, was it one of the most prosperous times when Joseph was?
When Joseph was in there. Yeah, because the H.O.D.C was ruling the time when Joseph was there. So Joseph made it great at that time. But it wasn't the native Egyptian. It was the foreign rulers called the H.O.D.C, known as shepherd kings. All right? Okay, so continue reading that verse. What verse you in?
I'm on 7.
In 7?
Read 6. I just want to read 6, yeah. Well, I'm starting. So I'm going to read that again, all right? It's all right? Verse 6. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor shall be like it any more. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
He put a difference between us. There was a difference. Even though a lot of us were born in that same land with the Egyptians and grew up in that land. But we were a different nation of people. And that's what people can't understand. Oh, we're all Africans. Okay, you usually want to say we're all African, but we're a different group of Africans. Because the Most High made a distinction between us and the Egyptians. Okay? We were Shemitic. They were Kemetic. That's the difference. Even though we were born in Egypt, we were a Shemitic family. The Egyptians were native Egyptians from the seed or the line of Ham. That's the difference. But people think that all black people are the same. That's what people are going to learn. All black people is not the same. Because you have a lot of Shemitic, okay? Some of the Arabs lived down in Africa too, the real Arabs. Okay? Some of the Moabites and the Ammonites. Okay? You had many Shemitic dark nations that look like Africans, but they're not really Africans. Okay? Some of the Assyrians look like Africans, but they're not Africans. They're Shemitic people too. Okay? That's one of the sons of Shem, the Assyrians. And who was Shem's firstborn son? Who was Shem's firstborn son? Elam. Elam is Shem's firstborn son. All right? Let's go back to that real quick. Elam was Shem's firstborn son. They're Shemitic people too. You know who's Elam, right? The East Indians, the real East Indians, Even some of them coolies over here too are Shemitic too. They're from Shem too. Yeah, India, the people in Sri Lanka and all those areas, Nepal, Bangladesh, they're Elam. But some of them do know. Some of them do know they're from Elam. All right? All right, go ahead to Genesis,
Genesis right now.
10 and 22, yeah. Genesis 10:22.
Read the book of Genesis chapter 10, verse 22. The children of Shem, Elam.
That's his firstborn son. All right, go ahead.
And Ashur.
The Assyrians. All right, go ahead.
And Arphaxad. And Lud and Aram.
And who's Aram? The Syrians. The real Syrians. Okay? Some of the Syrians live in Africa. They're run all throughout the Middle East. Okay? And a lot of the Ishmaelites too are mixed up in that area too. Okay? When you go to Israel, some of the Ishmaelites will tell you, no, I'm not Ishmael. So what do you mean not Ishmael? They said, no, I'm from the other, Abraham other son. Who was Abraham other son?
Ishmael.
And Ishmael is one, but who's the other one? Abraham had a lot of sons too.
Oh, he did. He sort of did.
You had Ishmael and who else? Isaac and who else?
It said he had sons and daughters.
Midian. By Hagar, the Midianites. Some of the Arabs will tell you, no, I'm not Ishmael. I'm from the other son. So you have to stop and think, wait a minute, the other son, which is Midian, the Midianites. The Midianites came from Abraham too, through Hagar. All right? Some of them knew where they descended from. But a lot of them know they're from Ishmael. But some will tell you, no, I'm from the other son.
So she had Ishmael and Midian.
And Midian.
Got it.
You understand? What's her name?
Keturah.
Keturah had Midian.
That's who
Right.
Keturah.
Right. And the other wife had Ishmael. All right. Yes.
Genesis 25:1.
Right. Read that. Yes.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 1. Then again, Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah. And she bare him Zimran, and Jokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shua.
See, these are all sons, and they all live all throughout the Middle East, all that area of throughout what they call the Emirates, Bahrain, Yemen. What's the other place over? Oh man, let me get the names. You got Kuwait, Oman, the United Arab Emirates. All that area was known as Arabia, and they were scattered all throughout that whole entire area of the land. Yes.
But if you notice, when the Most High spoke with Abraham, telling him about having a son, the special son that the Most High was talking about was with Sarah. his
Isaac,
wife,
right.
Where Yahushua was going to come through that line.
That's right.
So the other sons that you're talking about right now, you know, the Most High never really mentioned them. He said
Yeah.
Abraham would have a lot of people.
Right.
Yes, but the special people.
Is
And I'm
Isaac.
gonna ask you a question. Is Egypt in Africa?
Yes.
It
Egypt is in Africa. Yes.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah.
So the Israelites, the true Israelites, were born in Africa.
But in Egypt, in Africa. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But the true nation that the Most High is special people is Israel from Isaac from Jacob.
Right. Right. But remember, Moses said he was going to bless Ishmael too.
Yes.
He was going to be a great prince, and he blessed them with that land with the oil. The oil. He blessed them. That's a hell of a blessing they got, man. The whole world runs off of that oil, man. If they want, they could shut the whole entire earth down. They could stop the war in Israel right now if they want. They could say nobody gets no oil unless the Palestinians get a land. They could do it. But they're a bunch of coons to Israel. You understand? And that's what, yes.
But those sons of Abraham from Keturah, they must be well in the bush.
Yeah, they're scattered all over, man. Yeah, they're scattered, yeah. They're scattered, yeah. They're dispersed into all here, all okay. I see a lot of Yemenis too. Those are some of the sons too. They're scattered all about, all into Africa, all over, man. You understand? Remember, the children of Shem were scattered abroad. A lot of us were scattered into Africa too, because when the Greeks and the Romans came to displace us, right? Even in the scripture, the Most High said, Elam shall be scattered into the four corners of the earth too. You understand? So the children of Shem were scattered. But mainly the children of Ham stayed stationary in their area. But even though Ham was the first to discover a lot of lands, Ham was in a lot of places before. Ham was in Europe. Ham was up in Turkey. Ham was in China. Ham was in Japan. Ham was all over. Ham came over here first under the Canaanites. You understand? The Canaanites came over first. All right? Yes.
So I was just thinking about this because you said Midian was one of Abraham's sons. So when Moses went to Midian, he actually married one of Abraham's granddaughters.
Right. His family, the Shemitic family.
See, the Most High don't do nothing out of order.
The Shemitic family. Okay, the Shemitic family.
And he didn't even know it. Well, he even know. Well, maybe he did. No, because he knew who he was.
Right.
He knew he was.
After he came to that, the Most High started. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
The
So.
movie shows that he didn't know.
Right.
The
Right.
movie show he
They
didn't
know.
know. They made it think like she was an African.
Right.
Also, there is a program that's on Netflix now called The Testimony of Moses. It's done by the wrong people, but it's very interesting. It's like a documentary. You should check it out.
Right. Right. Yep. Yes.
Is it true that white people like they made like this pipeline to remove Israel from Africa and put it in the
Yeah. Yeah. The Suez Canal. The Suez Canal was made so that they could have a direct navigational route for transporting goods to make it easier from going all the way around Africa and coming around. It cuts the expense and the travel through the Suez Canal. And Egypt controls that. Egypt makes the majority of the money. Everybody that goes through that Suez Canal have to pay Egypt a tariff. You understand? So Egypt makes money, plus with the additional aid that they get from the United States. You understand? So that's why now the so-called Zionist state, Israel, wants to create another access to cut off the Suez Canal and to cut off the Gulf of Oman, so they could have an exit going straight through the Gulf of Aqaba and come through the Gaza Strip and go straight up to Haifa and Tel Aviv. That's why they're trying to destroy all the air. I was going to show you the scriptures where the Most High said, I was going to that too. The Most High said he's going to make Gaza desolate. That's prophesied too. And the reason why they're doing that, now they're going into Haifa, not Haifa, to Rafah. And Egypt is going along with it too. You understand? But little they know, when them so-called Zionist state get a hold of that, they're going to cut off the Egypt from the Suez Canals too. It's to benefit America, Britain, France, and the Zionist state to get access to the geopolitical control of all the goods going in and out through the earth face of the earth. Understand? Because when they cut that Suez through the Gaza Strip, it'll give them more access to Haifa and Tel Aviv. Haifa and Tel Aviv is the main port where Israel have all the industrial plants and everything that they have going on. You understand? So in order for them to get a lot of their import, they have to come across there by the Mediterranean Sea. So right now they're using the Suez Canal temporarily now because Egypt is just a town for them. Egypt is a sellout. You understand? But eventually, when this war kicks off, it's going to cut off a lot of import and export to the world. Yes.
Is Israel in Africa also?
Yes, in Northeast Africa. It borders Northeast Africa. Yeah.
The Chinese and the Japanese, they're related to Abraham?
No.
Because they're related.
Nah, they're not the children of Lot. That's something that we were taught, though, but I'm exploring that later on, though. Yeah. All right? Yes.
Will the Zionists succeed? Will they succeed?
No. They're going to try to. I was going to show the scripture in that, too. They got their plans, because you got to remember, this Third World War that's coming up, this is a Zionist plot by Albert Pike. Look up Albert Pike. Albert Pike came up with the idea of 3 wars. The First World War, that was successful. The Second World War, and the Third World War, which is going to engulf the Zionist state and the Islamic world. He's going to have them going against one another. But like the Most High said, he set a net and a trap, and he's going to fall into that trap. You understand? The Most High going to drag his behind down into that Third World War. And them little bastards over there is going to drag them into it. These imposters, they're going to drag America and all the whole world into this destruction that's coming. That's part of my class too. After we finish this here about Pharaoh.
P-I-K-E?
Yeah, P-I-K-E, Albert Pike. Look him up. He was a deep Satanist. Okay? That plot out the world's agenda for these 3 world wars. That's going to happen. And you can see it's in the making now. Okay? That's part of their plan. To bring the entire world into the Third World War by using the Zionist state and the Islamic world, the Muslim world.
Doesn't that still go along with prophecy, like you said last week? When it said, the Most High said, the least of the flock is going to draw them out.
Right. It's still following the line of prophecy, but they're trying to go ahead of the Most High. They're trying to jump out in front of the Most High to set up their agenda. Because their agenda is to continue what? World dominance of white supremacy in the earth. That's what it's all about. World dominance of world white supremacy. But that's coming to an end very soon. You understand? Yes.
I was going to say, adding on to that too, you see how, okay, we know Egypt is in Africa, so they come with African Americans. They keep us confused and that what you just saying, to keep dominance and all that there, keep us suppressed and all that and confused so we don't know who we are. Call us
Right.
black, but Egypt is on the map, but black is not on the map. That's what I want to say.
Right. All right. So continue. What verse you left off in?
Go back, leave Genesis, go back. I'm in verse number 8, Exodus 11 chapter. Read out the book of Exodus chapter 11, verse 8. And all these thy servants shall come down unto me and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee.
What verse you in?
This verse, Exodus 11, verse 8.
Okay.
I'm going to start again. Say, and all these thy servants shall come down unto me and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh, and the Lord God hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land.
All right. Okay. So with that, we end this part here, because that was one of the last and final plague that the Most High brought was against Pharaoh, because the Pharaoh, he was the ultimate god of Egypt. Okay. He proclaimed himself to be the ultimate god beside all the other gods of Egypt. And when the Most High killed his firstborn, it was in nothing he could have done. None of his gods, nor he himself could have done nothing to prevent or bring his sons back. And that hit him hard, man. That hurted him, man. Okay? And after the while, people were saying, man, listen, it's your fault, Pharaoh. See, look what you caused now. The people childless, right? The woman crying. The children died, sons died, daughters died because of him. All right? So the Most High was bringing Egypt down, man. Yes.
I just want to ask this question. When the plague, that plague went out, the last plague went out, and it said that even in the dungeon people were there. Would you say that some of the children of Israel were there in the dungeon that died as firstborns as well?
I don't think so, because remember the Most High said, none of the plagues or none of the judgment came upon Israel. You understand? Now, if you had any of disobeyed, maybe, because I think when you read in the Apocrypha, the Most High tells you that some Israelites got killed because they didn't obey. So you might have had some, but most of them were either foreigners that were in Egypt, like the Ethiopians, the Nubians, and other nations that the Egyptians had in their dungeon. You understand? Because remember, the Egyptians enslaved us, but we had other nations there. Because remember, Egypt was like America. You have all nations, like it was a melting pot. And they were the supreme rulers over the land, but all the other nations were subject unto them. And the main people that they really enslaved were us. Even some of the Ethiopians and Nubians, they enslaved too.
Yes.
And they branded them and gave them Egyptian names. All right? So the Egyptian weren't that nice people that people talk about. They were ruthless too, man.
That's right.
Understand? Okay? Yeah.
I just want to say right quick, what a lot of people fail to realize today is that before he gave man knowledge to make all these things, and mainly the television right there, the TV screen, to show movies, to give example, we know that everything in the world from what Adam did, there's good and evil in the earth. So now, us being in Egypt, that movie, The 10th Commandment, one of my favorites. At the end of that movie, all the plagues we was reading about just now, and then when, Elder just said that when he brought she brought his son dead, sat him on the fake God and do nothing. Then once they went out, they crossed and they came back, then Pharaoh was sitting up there and said, Moses' God is God. And that's the God we serve. So now in America today, this is spiritual Egypt. People don't realize, just like in Deuteronomy 26:8, he's going to bring us out with a stretched out arm too, a mighty hand. That's all I want to say. People don't realize that. He's going to
Right.
get lost.
All right.
Caught up.
So now I want to show something else. Well, wow, it's 2 o'clock. Maybe I go till 2:30 and then I do a part 2. All right. But look up Albert Pike. Google Albert Pike. All right. And you're going to see his plans for the world was to have 3 world wars. And he did this back in the 18 something, I think it was 1871. And he mapped out skillfully all the plans to have the world engage in World War I, World War II, and World War III. And he said World War III is going to consist of the Zionist state, Netanyahu, okay, and the Muslim Islamic world. All right? Everybody has it? What it says about Albert Pike.
Born December 29, 1809, Boston, Massachusetts. Boston. Albert Pike was an American author, poet, orator, editor, lawyer, jurist, and Confederate State Army general who served as an associate justice at the Arkansas Supreme Court in exile from 1864 to 1865.
Mm-hmm. All right, and that's all they give on him, right? That's all they give. You see?
He was a wanderer.
Yeah, a wanderer. See? Yeah, but they ain't going to full D. You see why they want to ban TikTok? Now, if you go to TikTok now, TikTok will give you the whole rundown. But people tell you, oh, TikTok. No, TikTok will give you the information that Google doesn't want to give. Google is just giving you superficial information. Yes. Yeah.
And he had been said, they said he, sorry.
Yeah.
He became a member of the secessionist movement and was also chosen by Mazzini to head the Illuminati operations in America.
Where was that? That's on Google?
Yeah.
On
So
Google?
he was a 33-degree Mason.
It's giving you? Okay, read that. Finish reading that. Yeah.
He was then moved to Charleston, South Carolina in 1852. He is said to have been made a brigadier general.
A brigadier general. Yeah. Brigadier.
Brigadier general and placed in charge of raising an Indian army during the time of war. Freemasonry is a deceived society into thinking that Lucifer is God and that he is the good one. The occult twists the truth of God and tells lies about the truth.
He was a Freemason.
And they said he was 33 degrees.
A 30-degree
He
Mason.
was a 33-degree Mason. He was 33 degree for the southern and the northern H.O.D.C, and also he was a knight.
Right.
They said he was
A Knights Templar.
Knight of Kadan.
Right. So they're all Freemason. And Freemason deal with high level of witchcraft and sorcery.
And my brother's keeper, he said he was also the highest rank in the inspector acquisitor of my brother's keeper.
Mm-hmm. These are all secret oaths and secret societies.
And a master, he said he was the master, the top ranking master of the royal secrets.
Right.
Sublime prince of the royal secrets.
These are all secret societies, top Freemasonry members.
And a
So
grand sovereign inspector.
I see it, a Grand Sovereign Inspector. These are all the different titles they have. Yes.
You want me to read the letter?
Yes, you can read a letter? Yes, read a letter. Yeah. Yeah.
The First World War must be brought about in order to permit the Illuminati to overthrow the power of the Tsars in Russia and of making that country a fortress of atheistic communism.
And that happened. That First World War happened. That was initiated. All right? Go ahead.
The divergences caused by the agentur or the agents of the Illuminati between the British and the Germanic empires will be used to foment this war. At the end of the war, communism will be built and used in order to destroy the other governments and in order to weaken the religions. The second war must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences between the fascists and the political Zionists.
Which was done. That was done. See how they forecast the evil that they're doing? And they put it out there. Because remember, they're on the left-hand side of Satan working. You understand? Go ahead.
This war must be brought so that the Nazism is destroyed and that the political Zionism be strong enough to institute a sovereign.
See what he said? That Nazism could be destroyed to do what? To strengthen Zionism. So they could create the state of Israel in 1948 and make everybody believe these are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. And it was done. It was done to persuade the whole world. You understand? And you know who supported the Nazis and built up the Nazi? The United States. The United States. They were financing Hitler. George Bush, father, Prescott Bush, and all of them. Wall Street, okay? All these different, J.P. Morgan, they were all financing Hitler. IBM, the computer, they were financing Hitler. How you think Hitler was able to keep a track of all the people? They was using in the computers through IBM, in the data. America was supporting Nazi Germany. Okay? Go ahead.
Be strong enough to institute a sovereign state of Israel and Palestine.
And which it succeeded. And the Most High allowed it to happen so the world could be deceived to believe that lie. But it wasn't biblical prophecy. You understand? That was not biblical prophecy. That was their agenda, their new world order agenda. Okay, go ahead.
During the Second World War, international communism must become strong enough in order to balance Christendom, which would be then restrained and held in check until the time when we would need it for the final social
Cataclysmic, yeah.
The Third World War must
See? Now the Third World War, see where they already put out the agenda? It's already out there. You understand? Because all of them are working together in what? In unity. The Most High said they have all conspired together. They're confederates. All right? We said the Third World War.
must be fermented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agenda of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world.
See? Agitating. Who are they agitating now? Iran. They're poking at Iran so they could get Iran to get into this war. You understand? So now they're going into Rafah now to destroy Rafah. Okay? Yes.
Let her finish.
Go ahead. Yes.
Finish the next sentence.
The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic world, and the political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other.
Yeah, and that's. But by him doing it, then he could stand aside and say, we escaped from this. But no, he's going to be dragging it too. The Most High is going to drag his behind into that. All right? Go ahead.
Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economical exhaustion. We shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm, which in all its horror will show clearly to the nations the effect of absolute atheism.
Right, so they want to bring in atheism. That's the new world order.
Thank you.
That's the order to bring in atheists, the reign of Satan.
Origins of savagery.
Of the most bloody turmoil. Then everywhere, the citizens obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries will exterminate those destroyers of civilization, and the multitude, disillusioned with Christianity, whose deistic spirits will from that moment be without compass or direction, anxious for an ideal.
Okay, so that's good. So when y'all get a chance, y'all can read on your own. So let me show you. All right, this is why the Zionist state, Netanyahu, that devil, okay, that's what he is, because he's running the damn political future of America. He's telling America what he needs and what must be done. You should look at a tape that he did in when they went to invade Iraq. He is up there telling the United States what has to be done. Iraq has to be overthrown. Then Iran. He's telling them what to do, and they're like, wait a minute, who's the superpower here? Is it him or the United States? And even Clinton at one point, when he came to the United States, Clinton said, what the F is, Clinton said, who's the superpower? Is it me or you? Even Clinton had to back up and like, wait a minute, what's going on here? But they have powers known as APEC, that runs this country, that they have, they put there to support the politicians and back the politicians. Okay, and give them power to make decisions for the state of Israel. All right? And these same imposter bastards, we will get the scripture. Let's go to the scripture. Let's go to Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49, and we're going to close up with these scriptures, and I'm going to continue, most are willing, next week. All right? Jeremiah 49. These same imposters is going to drag the whole world down into this madness. Jeremiah 49, and we're going to start here from the 20th verse.
Now, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 20. Therefore, fear.
I tell you what, you know what? So you could get an understanding who he's talking about. All right? Start here from, because the Most High has let you know Those same people over there are the Edomites. Okay, so let's start from the first verse, Jeremiah 49:7, so we can know who's it's talking about.
Read out the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom,
That's the subject matter. Concerning Edom. Who's this talking about? The Edomites. Who's in Israel running Israel, claiming to be Jewish? The Edomites. People telling you, oh, it's a Japhite, the seed of Japhet. No. The Most High is telling you. Okay, and let's say there are some Japhetic people, right? They're still under the Edomites because the Edomites are the one that's running this earth. The Edomites are the one that's running the state of Israel and this whole entire earth. Ain't nobody, another nation running this earth but the Edomites. Not the Chinese, not the Japanese. They only following under America's footstep. But who's really calling the shots is the white man, the Edomites. Whether he's in America, Britain, Australia, France, Germany, they're all Edomites calling the shots in this earth. All right, so read that verse again.
concerning Edom, thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman.
So the Most High said, is wisdom no more in the Teman? Teman was one of their sons, one of their wise elite sons. So they're starting to lose their wisdom now as a nation of people. Continue.
Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?
Yeah, their wisdom is vanishing. The Most High is taking away their wisdom slowly but surely. Continue.
Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I, the Most High, will visit him.
See, the time that I will visit him. Okay, continue.
If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes?
So the Most High said, if people come to pick grapes and take grapes off your tree, when they leave some grapes on the tree, not this thief. He want to take the grapes and then take the tree. And then say, well, I established the tree. I found the tree. Just like he did when he came here. I discovered America. How you discovered America and you saw people over here? But you do that now, you're going to jail if you do that. Okay? Bunch of thieves. Okay, go ahead.
If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough.
Right, you're going to take until you have enough, not him. He's taking everything. You're going to take the tree, the land, the seeds, everything, and claim to be his. All right, go ahead.
But I, the Most High, have made Esau bare.
So the Most High says he's making him bare. He's uncovering him now. He's revealing who he is. Because he was hidden. He was kept in a secluded manner. Who is this people? Who are the Edomites? But now he's being bare now. Okay, go ahead.
Said, I have uncovered his secret places.
So the Most High is uncovering his secret places, which is what? All the secret places that he calls what? The Masonic, the Freemason, okay, all those top secret high areas he's hiding under. Okay, the Illuminati, and goes under various different names. Okay, go ahead.
And he shall not be able to hide himself.
Now he can't hide himself no more. Now he's being exposed. Almost everybody is exposing the Illuminati, the Free Society, Freemasons, okay, the different Illuminati groups. The Trilateral Commission. Okay? And they go under various different names, man. A whole lot of names. You'll be surprised. Okay? Go ahead.
His seed is spoiled.
His seed is spoiled. Okay? Go ahead.
And his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Go ahead.
Leave thy fatherless children.
So the Most High said, leave your fatherless children. Go ahead.
I, the Most High, will preserve them alive. And let thy widows trust in me.
Because there's going to be a lot of widows. Okay? There's going to be a lot of dead Edomite men. Okay? A whole lot of them is going to die. And it's going to be a lot of widows. Okay, go ahead.
But thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
They're going to drink it. They're not going to escape this cup. Okay, we drank the cup too. So how they going to just pass the cup over and say, oh, we're not going to drink? No, you're going to drink of that cup too. You're going to drink that good wine, and you're going to drink that strong drink too. Okay, go ahead.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished,
See, they're not going unpunished. Go ahead.
but thou shalt surely drink of it.
You're going to drink of that cup of the drinks. They're going to drink the bottom of it, the last of it. They're going to drink it. They're not going unpunished. They're going to drink every drop of it. Even the last, you're going to drink it. You're going to drink everything. Okay? Go ahead.
For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation.
And Basra was the home of the Edomites in the era of Mount Seir. And Basra represents every place that they're dwelling today in. Okay, go ahead.
A reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
And your area of Basra is a perpetual waste.
Is that in Jordan?
In Jordan, right in the land of Jordan. All right, go ahead.
I have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen.
Now, the Most High is bringing it up to modern day time now. Who was this ambassador he was talking about? Anybody know who was this ambassador he was talking about? I'll give you a hint. He was an Egyptian.
Ptolemy?
Before Anwar Sadat. Gamal Nasser was an Egyptian ambassador. This was during the time of the Pan-Arab conflict with the Zionist state. And he rose up and said that all the Arab nations will fight against the Zionist state. And he was the one that made the statement, how could the Jews leave Israel black and come back white? He was the ambassador the scripture is talking about. He was the one that rose up and said, let's fight against the Zionist state. And he formed a pan-Arab coalition to fight against the Zionist state. And you know, it's kind of hard to find his statement that he made.
Yeah.
They took it away because he came up boldly and said, how could the Jews leave the land of Israel black and return white? He made that statement. And it's hard to find that statement that he made now because they're trying to suppress that. But it's going to come back up. The Most High is going to bring everything out. All right? Go ahead.
Saying, gather ye together and come against her.
See, come against her. Who? With the Zionist state. Okay? Go ahead.
And rise up to the battle.
And rise up to the battle against her. And this was formed in the 1950s. All right? So a lot of the uprising and revolution, it came out of the Palestinian Brotherhood, the PLO. It started from Egypt, from the Brotherhood of Egypt. You understand? So a lot of these revolutions stem from Egypt and it flowed to the rest of the Arab world, the Arab countries. Okay, go ahead.
For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen.
Who's the Most High going to make small amongst the heathen? Amalek, the so-called Jew. He's going to make them small among all the rest of their counterparts, their European brothers. All right, go ahead.
And despised among men.
And they're despised. They're going to be despised among men. You know much people hate them, but people only hold them back because if you say something, you're either going to lose your job, you're either going to be ostracized, you're going to be called an anti-Semite or a bigot. So everybody's trying to bite their tongue, but after a while, nobody's going to bite their tongue no more. They're going to start to speak out against these dirty bastards, man. Yes.
Back then that a lot of the black kids in the colleges join with the Arabs and they have the sign of death to all Israel.
Yeah. And they're trying to suppress because all the colleges are protesting against them. All these different colleges throughout the United States is protesting against the Zionist state. And they're trying to suppress that and saying if you're doing that, you could lose your benefits on certain things. They're trying to put restrictions on you. There's one Edomite guy. He was Google put a ban on him because he went to one of these areas and he said, "Listen, I'm not going to support your genocide against the people." And he was counting up all the names of the top companies that were supporting Israel in the genocide. And you know what they did? They fired him. He got fired from his job. Google pulled up his name and got him fired. Yeah. So they're doing everything in their powers. You want to say something, Saldonia?
What you were saying about NASA stating this,
Mhm.
it was in 1958, he said it in his speech, and of course they're trying to negate it. They said, President NASA of Egypt's statement, they left here black and came back white,
Oh, they got it there?
is often attributed to him in relation to the Jewish population. However, it's important to note that there is no concrete evidence or reliable source
You see?
confirming that President NASA actually made this statement.
You see that? You see that?
The video.
Yeah, you see it? You see?
There's a video.
The video
So
is
the
there on
quote
TikTok, him
seems-
saying
They try to say
it.
the quote seems to be a misfabrication, which is a
Right. You see? It's boy, these devils, man. You see?
yeah, they just lied.
Bunch of liars, man.
Video.
It's there. And it was 1958, right? That's prophetic prophecy right here. An ambassador sent amongst the heathen. Let us rise up against her in battle. Okay? He rose up in battle against the Zionist state. And he won all the Arab nations to fight against the Zionist state, to get them out of the land because they don't belong there. And that's what the whole world's going to find out, that they are not the people. Even Kim Iverson, she's a reporter, and she did a documentary or a report in Benjamin Netanyahu. She said, wait a minute, he doesn't belong there. He's from Europe. So everybody's starting to like, wait a minute, something is not right. Something is not right. Okay, everybody's starting to see it, but people still kind of scared to speak up because they have so much power. Where you could lose your job, they could do a lot of things to you, man. These devils have powers, man.
It's called the Spinnery organization.
Yeah, you understand? And they go under a lot of different names, man. They control the media, okay, man. They control everything that has a stronghold to put out information. But people are starting to get tired of the bull crap, man. You understand? And the more they start doing what they're doing, the Most High gonna start to raise up the people to see more and more that they're not the people of the Most High. Yes.
Now we understand why Cosby couldn't buy that.
NBC. You understand? Because when you control the media, that's information, that's power. You control the narrative, what comes out and what goes out. And they want to have the control to keep the minds of the people in darkness. You understand? But the Most High is going to smash them, man. He's going to smash them so good, man. Okay? Let's continue reading on.
Verse 16 says, Thy terribleness hath deceived thee.
See, their terribleness have deceived them. They're even deceived by their own nonsense. Okay, go ahead.
And the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Showing you where they came from. Okay, go ahead.
The wholeness, the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle.
Right, so the nest is when they went out of space with their technology. They didn't go to the moon, but they went out of space. They have this space program out there in outer space. Okay, they have all their technology, the high aviation technology, space technology out in outer space. Okay, they have space platform. They have NASA. They have telescope. They have GPS satellites. They have everything out there. Space stations. They got the worst going on. So they set their nest out there in outer space. Yes.
Is it true that they have like astronauts and like people who like go out to space like to sign a thing to make sure that they don't talk about it?
Yeah, they put a gag orders on the astronauts not to speak about certain things that they see in outer space.
And pilots too.
And pilots too. And if you do speak about it, you might lose your job.
Might lose your life.
Your life too. But it was one pilot he got so drunk so many times, he became a drunk because he couldn't take it no more, holding in the information. And eventually back, I think it was in like the late 70s, he went on BBC News and told the BBC News and expelled everything. He said, listen, man, when we went out of space, we was not the first one there. He said, our technology looked like tricycles compared to the technology that they had out there. And he expelled and he brought the whole thing. He said, I can't take it no more. The man became a drunk because he couldn't reveal what he saw in outer space. And he told BBC the whole news about what they saw in outer space and what they was told not to comment about. All right? But it's going to come out. Everybody's going to start speaking because Most High said there's nothing hid that shall not be revealed. Okay? What you try to hide in the darkness is going to come out to the light. All right? So go ahead.
I, the Most High, will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord Yahweh.
See, the Most High said, I'm going to bring you down from thence. Go ahead.
Also Edom shall be desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
Right, because the Most High is going to bring plagues upon them. All right, go ahead.
As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah,
So the Most High said, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, go ahead.
and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord Yahweh. No man shall buy there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it.
Now this is future. That's going to happen. The Most High is going to light fire in this place like he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. He's going to burn this place up, man. Okay, go ahead.
Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong.
Who is that talking about? Who is he talking about right here? Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan.
Judah.
Right, Yahushai. Yahushai when he's coming back. He's coming up like a lion. All right? Yes.
Could you like use Isaiah 63 and 1 to
Yep. Isaiah 63 and 1 goes right in with that. Who is this that's coming from Edom? Basra. Yep. Yep. That's Yahushai. He's coming. All right? Go ahead. He's coming, man, to lay it desolate, man. Go ahead.
But I, the Most High, will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her?
Mm-hmm.
For who is like me?
Who is like unto Yahushai? All right, go ahead.
And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me?
Who's going to stand before Yahushai? Who's going to stand before us and say, nah, you can't come and destroy us? Who's going to stand? I want to see that in that day, man. Okay, go ahead.
Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh.
So here the Most High said, therefore, hear the counsel of the Most High. Go ahead.
That he have taken against Edom.
So who is he talking against? Edom. He's letting you know who he's talking about. Edom. Okay, go ahead.
And his purposes, that he have purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
See, the least of the flock is going to draw them out for this great war that's coming. And that's that Zionist state called the Israeli, Netanyahu. That devil. He's going to draw them out for this great destruction, and they're going to drag America into it. Okay, go ahead.
Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them.
He's going to cause them to be desolate. Okay, go ahead.
The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle.
Who is that? That's Yahushua and the angels. Behold, he shall come and fly as the eagle. Go ahead.
And spread his wings over Basra.
And spread his wings over Basra. Go ahead.
And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pain.
They're going to be in pain and fear in that day. Okay? Because the way Yahushua is going to invade them, he's coming cruel. Okay? And let's go to Job. I'm going to close up. I'm going to come back next week. Let's go to Job 18. Job, the 18th chapter. Job 18 and 8. And you're going to read to the 10th verse.
In the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 8.
Yeah.
Now the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 8. For he is cast unto a net by his own feet.
See, he's going to be cast into a net by his own feet. He's going to drag himself into his own destruction. He is planning the Third World War, but he's going to be dragged into it. Okay, go ahead.
And he walketh upon a snare.
And he's walking upon a snare, a trap. Okay, go ahead.
The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way.
See, and a trap for him. From there, go to Psalms 9. Psalms, the 9th chapter. So the Most High have a trap for them. They're going to be caught into their own trap that they have set in the earth. Psalms 9, and start from the 15th verse.
Read the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made.
See, they're going to be sunk into the pit that they have made. Okay, you set a trap for somebody, you're going to fall in it. Go ahead.
In the net which they hid is their own foot taken.
They're going to be taken into their own trap. Go ahead.
The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executed.
See, the Most High is going to be known for the judgment that he's going to execute, and it's going to be righteous judgments. Go ahead.
The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands.
So you see that? The wicked is going to be snared into the works of his own hands. The mess that he created, he's going to be snared into it. Go ahead.
Ha Gideon Selah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget power. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever.
Right, the expectation of the poor is not going to be like this forever. We're not going to be in this impoverished state forever. You crazy? Hell no. Go ahead.
Arise, O Lord Yahweh, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord Yahweh, that the nations may know themselves to be but men.
Let them know they're none but men. You're not the Most High. You're just men. Flesh. All right? From there, go to Psalms 11. Start from the 5th verse. We're going to close off from here and continue, Most High willing, next week. Psalms 11 and start from the 5th verse.
Read that book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 5. The Lord Yahweh trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone.
Ooh, see, the Most High loved the fire, right? The Most High said, upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone. Okay? He's going to rain brimstone upon them, man. Go ahead.
And an horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup.
Like I said, they're going to drink their cup. That's their portion of their cup they're going to drink. That fire and brimstone. Continue.
For the righteous, the Lord Yahweh loveth righteousness. His countenance doth behold the upright.
All right. Shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High. Shalom.
Very good.
Hallelujah.
Good class.
All praises to the Most High. And we'll continue this Most High willing next week. And let the Most High words be done and his judgment. I say hallelujah, hallelujah. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.